ChatGPT just dropped a massive update, and you're probably wondering if it's actually worth the hype or just another incremental tweak. I spent the entire day testing ChatGPT 5.1, digging through OpenAI's technical docs, and comparing it side by side with the old version. Here's what shocked me. This isn't just faster or smarter. OpenAI gave it two completely different modes, and the way they work together changes everything. Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead. So in this video, I'll break down exactly what's new in ChatGPT 5.1, why it matters, and whether you should care. You'll discover the two modes that change everything, the personality features most people don't know about, and the performance upgrades that actually make a difference. First up, let's talk about how OpenAI split ChatGPT into two completely different brains. The two modes that change everything. Here's where things get interesting. ChatGPT 5.1 doesn't just give you one AI anymore. It comes in two distinct flavors, and understanding the difference is going to completely change how you use it. Think about the last time you asked ChatGPT a quick question versus when you needed it to solve something complex. Before, you got the same processing approach either way. Now, OpenAI has split this into GPT 5.1 Instant and GPT 5.1 Thinking, and the difference is dramatic. GPT 5.1 Instant is your quick draw AI. According to OpenAI, it's now warmer, more intelligent, and better at following your instructions. That means when you're firing off rapid questions or need a straightforward answer, this mode gets you there faster while actually sounding friendlier than before. It's like chatting with someone who's genuinely engaged in the conversation, not just robotically responding. But here's where the magic happens. The thinking model is the complete opposite. When you throw a complex multi-step problem at it, something that requires real reasoning, this mode activates a deeper level of analysis. OpenAI describes it as easier to understand, faster on simple tasks, and more persistent on complex ones. Translation: if you're planning a project, solving a tough math problem, or working through a complicated research question, thinking mode actually takes time to, well, think. Now wait until you see this next part, because you won't even have to choose between these modes yourself. OpenAI built something called Auto Switch directly into ChatGPT. The system automatically routes your query to either instant or thinking based on what you're asking. Ask what's 2 plus 2, and you'll get an instant response. Ask explain quantum entanglement, and the AI recognizes it needs to shift gears. Think of it like driving a car with eco and sport modes, except the car decides for you when to use each one. ChatGPT 5.1 switches between speed and depth automatically, giving you the best possible answer without you ever touching a settings menu. This might sound subtle, but in practice, it's the difference between getting a quick answer and getting the right answer. Speed meets accuracy in ways that actually matter. So you might be wondering, okay, two modes sound cool, but is it actually faster and more accurate? Because we've heard these promises before, right? Here's the thing. Under the hood, GPT 5.1 uses something called adaptive reasoning. That means the AI genuinely can choose when to pause and think versus when to blast through an easy question. OpenAI reports that GPT 5.1 Instant can think internally before answering challenging questions, which leads to more thorough and accurate results. This isn't marketing speak. The benchmarks back it up. GPT 5.1 performs significantly better on math and coding tests compared to GPT-5. We're talking about improvements on the AME math contest and Codeforce's problems, the kind of challenges that actually separate smart AI from really smart AI. In side-by-side testing, GPT 5.1's answers come back not just faster, but noticeably more intelligent. It follows your instructions more closely and, crucially, hallucinates less. You know those moments when ChatGPT just makes stuff up? Yeah, those happen way less now. But here's what really impressed me about the thinking model. OpenAI says it's about twice as fast on simple tasks and twice as thorough on hard tasks compared to GPT-5 thinking. Let that sink in. If you ask something easy, you get an answer almost immediately. If you ask something genuinely difficult, it spends extra time to give you a complete answer instead of taking a quick guess and hoping you don't notice. Imagine having a tutor who instinctively knows when you need a quick summary versus when you need them to stop and walk you through every single detail. That's essentially what GPT 5.1 has become. It dynamically adjusts its effort level based on what you're asking. And this next improvement fixes one of my biggest frustrations with earlier models. GPT 5.1 is dramatically better at following instructions. You know how you'd ask GPT-4 or even GPT-5 to answer in 6 words, and it would just ignore you and write 3 paragraphs anyway? That's fixed. If you tell GPT 5.1 to format something a specific way, to use a certain word count, or to structure an answer precisely, it actually listens now. For anyone using ChatGPT for code planning, logical reasoning, or situations where you need precise answers, this is massive. You'll find GPT 5.1 much more reliable for tasks that require accuracy over creativity. The personality shift you didn't know you needed. Okay, so ChatGPT gets smarter and faster, cool. But here's where OpenAI did something unexpected that honestly makes the whole experience feel different. GPT 5.1 doesn't just process information better, it talks differently. By default, the instant mode sounds warmer and more playful. OpenAI's own blog notes that it surprises people with its playfulness while remaining clear and useful. Even the serious thinking model got a personality update. Its answers use clearer language with less jargon and a more empathetic style. Let me give you a concrete example. If you told GPT-5, "I'm stressed about a meeting," it would give you a caring, supportive answer. GPT 5.1 responds even more empathetically and concisely, like a friend who actually gets what you're going through. It sounds less robotic, more human. And that shift matters more than you might think when you're spending hours interacting with this thing. But wait, here's where it gets really interesting. You can now customize ChatGPT's entire personality. The new interface offers refined presets like professional, friendly, candid, and quirky. You can slide controls for warmth, conciseness, even how often it uses emojis. Want your assistant to sound like a strict professor? Done. Prefer a laid-back friend who explains things casually? You got it. McRumors even noted that ChatGPT will suggest changing its tone mid-conversation if it senses you'd prefer a different style. This customization is honestly a game changer for user experience. If you're an AI enthusiast, it means you can tweak ChatGPT for any specific audience or mood. For teachers, you can set it to tutor mode when working with students, or formal mode when preparing lesson plans. Developers can request concise, technical explanations without the fluff. Think of it like theming your AI. Just as you pick a dark mode or light mode for your code editor, you now pick how your AI speaks to you. This makes ChatGPT 5.1 feel less like a tool and more like a personalized assistant that adapts to your communication style. And that subtle shift changes everything about how comfortable you feel using it. Memory that actually remembers everything. Now we need to talk about context windows, because this improvement alone might be worth upgrading for. GPT 5.1 can handle massively longer conversations and documents than before. On the Pro plan, GPT 5.1 instant supports up to 128,000 tokens of context. The thinking model goes even higher at 196,000 tokens for paid users. If you're not familiar with tokens, let me put it in perspective. That's the equivalent of hundreds of pages of text all in one chat session. Think about what that means practically. You could feed ChatGPT an entire lecture transcript, a massive homework assignment, or a large data set, and it would still remember every single detail. No more, "Can you remind me what we discussed earlier?" because it hasn't forgotten. And yes, the memory feature still works seamlessly with this huge context window. ChatGPT can save your profile details, your preferences, past project information, and recall it all later. Imagine you're a student working on a semester-long project. You could tell GPT 5.1 about your project ideas in session 1, Add research in session 2, ask questions in session 3, and the AI remembers the full context every single time. It's like moving from a notebook that holds one page to one that holds an entire textbook. Follow-up questions stay perfectly on track. Facts don't get lost mid-conversation. You can actually have deep, extended interactions without constantly re-explaining everything. For education and research, this is absolutely huge. No need to re-upload documents or restate information you provided earlier. The model just knows it. This transforms ChatGPT from a one-off question-answer tool into something that can genuinely support long-term projects and complex research. Beyond text, the multimodal future is here. Here's something that might surprise you. GPT 5.1 isn't just about text anymore. It continues to support multimodal inputs, meaning images, diagrams, files, and potentially more. In ChatGPT, the tools list now includes image analysis, canvas for sketching, and file analysis. The model can look at pictures or diagrams you upload and actually understand them. GPT-5 had vision capabilities, but 5.1 integrates this even more smoothly with all its other features. Some reports claim ChatGPT 5.1 can handle truly advanced media. One article suggests it can generate and interpret 3D models and analyze live video streams in real time. That's not officially confirmed by OpenAI, but if it's true, we're looking at AI that could watch a lecture video or examine a 3D object and discuss it intelligently. Even without the speculative stuff, think about the implications for learning. A student could show ChatGPT a diagram, a graph, or a chart and ask detailed questions about it. GPT 5.1 should handle that even more smoothly than before. A biology teacher might have it analyze an image of a cell diagram. A physics student could ask questions about a video of an experiment. The combination of text, images, and potentially video means ChatGPT 5.1 is evolving into a truly multimodal tutor. And importantly, GPT 5.1 still works with all the ChatGPT tools you're used to. Web search, code interpreter, plugins, everything runs on this smarter engine. So any workflow you've built, any feature you rely on, it all just got an upgrade. What this means for learning and research. All right, so let's bring this down to earth. What does all of this actually mean if you're in a classroom, a research lab, or just trying to learn something new? According to OpenAI's official documentation, GPT 5.1 excels at the tasks people use ChatGPT for most: writing help, research, learning, planning, and a wide range of professional and personal use cases. In plain English, it's specifically tuned to be a better assistant, whether you're studying history or crunching numbers. Let me paint you a picture of how this works in practice. Imagine you're a student struggling with a physics problem. GPT 5.1 Instant can quickly give you a concise answer or summary to get you unstuck. But if you need a deeper understanding, switching to thinking mode, it can walk through each step in meticulous detail, explaining the reasoning behind every calculation. You can set the tone to friendly so it speaks like a helpful mentor, or professional if you want a more formal teaching style. And because of that massive memory, it remembers all the details of your lesson from earlier in the session, so you can build on previous explanations without starting from scratch. Now flip the perspective to a teacher. You could ask GPT 5.1 to generate multiple quiz questions on a specific topic, or to explain a concept at different difficulty levels for different student groups. Because it's better at following instructions, it'll stick to your assignment more reliably. Want bullet points? Done. Need a specific word count? It'll actually respect that now. This makes it genuinely practical for creating educational materials. For researchers, the applications get even more interesting. You could feed in a long journal article or data sheet thanks to that 128,000 plus token context window, and have GPT 5.1 summarize the key points. Reviewers note it's better at planning code, so if you need a quick prototype or debugging assistance, the AI is significantly more capable. Its clearer, jargon-free explanations are perfect for making technical results accessible to broader audiences or team members outside your specialty. It's like having a supercharged research assistant who not only has more data in view at once, but can also switch roles between genius analyst and friendly peer, depending on what you need at that moment. Where AI is heading and why it matters. ChatGPT 5.1 is honestly more than just an update. It's a glimpse into where AI is heading as a whole. Instead of one-size-fits-all AI systems, we're moving toward multi-mode, user-controlled experiences. The split between instant and thinking models is like giving you a multi-gear transmission. You choose speed versus power, or you let the AI do it for you automatically. The emphasis on tone customization shows a clear push toward AI that adapts to you, not the other way around. For the broader AI landscape, this suggests future models will keep getting more specialized and adjustable. We might see industry-specific modes for legal work, medical analysis, engineering projects. More personality tuning options. The massive context windows hint that OpenAI is racing to handle long-form knowledge, building toward AI tutors or assistants that can remember everything about your ongoing projects over weeks or months. In education specifically, this could genuinely revolutionize learning. AI tutors become practical tools that can hold months of conversation history, review entire textbooks or code bases in one session, and adjust their teaching style on the fly based on how you learn best. For developers and researchers, it means faster iteration cycles. The AI can already handle code and math better, so prototyping or analyzing data with AI assistance becomes significantly smoother. For everyday users, you'll notice something more subtle but equally important. The experience just feels better. Instead of getting generic or curt responses that feel mechanical, GPT 5.1 can match your communication style and explain things in ways that click for you. Little quality of life improvements like fewer off-topic tangents, more concise answers when you want them, and helpful prompts make the AI feel more trustworthy and easier to use. Looking forward, GPT 5.1 obviously isn't the end of the road. It's an iterative step, but it shows AI clearly moving toward personalization, adaptability, and genuinely deeper reasoning capabilities. We can expect future updates, maybe a GPT-6 down the line, to build on this foundation by increasing knowledge bases, reasoning power, and multimodal skills even further. Each release also raises the bar for safe and reliable AI, which becomes increasingly crucial as these tools grow more capable and integrated into our daily workflows. Key takeaways, so let's bring this all together. ChatGPT 5.1 delivers faster answers when you need speed and deeper thought when complexity demands it. The dual-mode system automatically adapts to your needs without you thinking about it. You get friendlier, more natural conversations backed by new tone controls that let you customize exactly how the AI speaks to you. The memory and context windows are massive, allowing for genuinely extended projects and research without losing track of earlier information. Accuracy on code and math tasks has improved significantly, making it more reliable for technical work. And the multimodal capabilities, including images, files, and potentially video, transform it into a comprehensive tool rather than just a text chatbot. ChatGPT 5.1 is essentially a more polished, more versatile version of GPT-5. It listens better, reasons more effectively, and lets you steer the conversation style in ways that actually matter. For AI enthusiasts, it means a more powerful playground to explore. For educators and students, it promises a genuinely smarter study companion. For researchers and developers, it offers capabilities that can meaningfully speed up your workflow. The trajectory is clear. AI assistants are becoming more personal and capable with each iteration. If you're currently using ChatGPT, I'd recommend giving 5.1 a serious try and paying attention to how it feels different in your actual workflow. And hey, I'm curious. Which of these improvements matters most to you? Are you more excited about the speed, the personality customization, or that massive memory upgrade? Drop a comment and let me know what you think, because honestly, some of the best insights about these tools come from hearing how different people use them. Thanks for watching. If you're into AI updates and what they mean for learning, work, and technology in general, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next deep dive.